Welcome everybody to Wood Window Makeover, where I am putting together some screen frames that I made the other day. Anyway, I thought that you would want to follow along and learn a few things. Listen, screen frames, it's really important to know a little bit about them. If there's something that you want to do to practice your woodworking skills, screen frames are a really low risk way of getting getting some new skills. There's a lot of things that go into making a not a window frame, but a screen frame that are really important skills. Like I made mine with a mortise and tenon, really simple mortise and tenon joint. You could learn table saw skills, there's painting skills, there's all kinds of things. Today, I'm going to show you my method of putting the screen fabric on, okay? And it's really simple. You got to stretch it across and stuff like that, and then you got to put your molding on to cover where you fasten the screen fasteners. I guess I'm using staples. So I'm going to go ahead and get on with it so the video is not too long. But there's a lot to learn right here, so follow along, and I'll try to look and see if there's any questions or comments as I go. But I'm here by myself, so work the camera by myself so that you can so you can get a little bit. So turn the camera around real quick, show you my work. Okay, so right here on the table I've got my screen frame, and in the background I've got the ones I've already done, right? And so I've got my practice before I even started again. So I've got my screen fabric right here, and I've got some tools that I'm using. Not in the picture is my stapler. Let me pan over here. Oh, stapler's way over there. I'll go get it in a minute. And I got my little nail gun there. That's for my screen molding. All right. But to get started, I'm just going to roll out my fabric here and use my utility knife here to cut it. So anyway, so bear with me on the audio. 'Cause I'm gonna have to shout a little bit because I don't have my microphone or anything, but this is good stuff, right? So I'm gonna just stretch this stuff out here. Like that. All right. Good. Okay. And I guess I'm almost out on this roll. I've got some more in the van though. So I'm going to cut it now. Utility knife. Okay. That's good. That's just going to go in the trash. I'm going to put it under here for now though. So if you look right here, this is just a stick that I use to put underneath the screen fabric to cut it with my knife so that I don't cut into my table. And I've got my table covered with this, what do you call it, rosin paper. And the reason for that is these screen frames are freshly painted. See, they're still in the drying racks here. And I don't want them to stick to my table, and to get really dirty and stuff. So I've got my rosin paper there to kind of protect it there. So I've got that. So, my stick here to cut it. So I'm going to get my stapler and this is my stapler, okay? This is not the world's best stapler, but it's my stapler. I forget how bad this thing works every time I use it because, I don't make screens that often. And when I do, I go pick up my stapler and I think, gosh, wish I had a better stapler. It just doesn't drive them in all the way, but it's what I have, so I'm going to use it. All right. So I'm going to just pin it in the corners here, okay? All right. These are stainless steel staples. And so put two staples there, and I'm going to stretch it across here. You can see me stretching it, right? Okay. Well, I got it stretched. Put one more staple in there, and one more staple right there. Okay. And then I'm going to stretch it this way, right? I'm pulling it this direction. Okay. My staple's there. And now I'm going to stretch it this way so I get a stretch coming this way and that way. So I'm going to do it at an angle to try to get to both of them. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently tug on it. I'm not going to pull it really hard, but I'm going to put some tension on it while I put my staple on it. Okay. Because I'm going to do that here and I'm going to do it on the other side. Okay. All right, so same thing. I'm going to put some tension on it, pull on it with my fingers before I put my staple on. Okay. There. Okay. So now I've got my staples in on that side. I don't know if you can see those. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit, give you a little airplane view. Okay, so I've put my staples in the corner. Well, I didn't staple right there, but I stapled that corner and I stapled all the way that way and all the way that way. Okay, and now I'm going to staple the rest of it. But the way that I'm going to do it is a little trick here that you might not see if I didn't tell you about it. But where every staple is, okay, I'm going to try to pull in the corresponding place exactly opposite of where that staple is so that I can get a nice stretch at every staple, okay? And I'm going to do that at every little place there. And so I like my fingers doing that. That's kind of funny, right? So anyway, that's how I'm going to do that. Okay, so look, I see a staple right there. I'm going to pull, okay? There. Staple there. Pull. I'm just going to follow that routine. Everywhere there's a staple, I'm going to pull across. Now look, I'm not getting out my measuring tape and being exactly accurate, but I can see about where my staples are. And I'm pulling that general vicinity. So that makes me tight all along in here, okay? Here's my last one there. Okay, so then, same thing here. I'm going to start there. I'm going to stretch where the staple is all the way across. I'm stretching now down the length of it, okay? There we go. So, when I go, I'm visually trying to align my staples. All right, so now I've got a good stretch, you know, this way and that way, okay? So, but my stapler, this little guy right there, is awful. So now what I have to do is I have to get my little hammer and I have to beat my staples in flat. You want to see how bad it is? Okay, well, they're not totally bad, but, you know, let's see if I can zoom in here and see how my staples are sticking up? That's kind of lame, right? So you can get a better stapler than the one I have, but, you know, whatever. I'm gonna use it anyway. So now you gotta bear with me while I beat my staples in. Okay. had to beat every single one of those staples in. Okay. So hopefully you can get a better stapler. So that one might just be a dud. I don't know. Okay, so look, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put screen molding on around the perimeter here to cover up all those staples, right? So that's another reason why the staples have to be hammered in flat, is because you want the screen molding to sit in flat. So I've got, trying to camera around here. See, I got some screen molding right over there, and I've got some screen molding there. That's all ready to install, so I'm going to grab a couple of pieces here. I'm going to grab a couple of these pieces here, and I'm going to put them over there where the actual screen frame is, and I'm going to put these guys on first, okay? And then I'm going to have these guys on in just a second, right? Okay, so the way that I do this, I don't use a chop saw. I'm going to nail these moldings on first, okay? Let me see if I can get a better shot of that. Okay? So, all right, so look, I'm going to line up the inside edge of my molding with the inside edge, the inside of my screen frame, okay? I'm going to put a nail on in it. Okay. There. Same thing over here. Let's see if... There you go. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm getting ready to show you guys the coolest trick you have ever seen, all right, when it comes to something like this. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna do this corner here first, okay? Let's see if I can get a good angle of that. What are you gonna do, Steve? Well, I'm going to, I'm gonna cut my miter with a handsaw. I'm going to cut both pieces at the same time. So let me nail this piece on here first. Same thing. Put it on, nail it on the edge. Okay. Good. Okay, so I've got a drywall knife. I've got my trusty Japanese handsaw, okay? Put this right here, okay? Let's see, can you see that? I'm gonna eyeball it, okay? And what the drywall knife does is it protects the screen fabric from me cutting it with my saw. Boom. Okay? Boom. Isn't that nice? So that's my miter joint. I know you guys are really amazed by that, but here, check it out. Let me zoom in here. There you go. So it's not bad, right? Excellent. So that's good. So I'm going to do that on this corner too. The exact same thing. Okay, can y'all see? This is the trick y'all needed to see right there, okay? So again, there we go. Excellent. Boom. And then I'm going to do my other one. Okay. So now that you've seen that trick, I'll back it up a little bit. And you can watch me do the rest of it. Okay. Lining up the inside here. Nice. And this guy, over here. Very nice. All right, so that's how you install the screen molding. I guess I should put my final nails in, right? Okay. Excellent. So one thing, you'll probably notice is that everything is painted, right? And there's a reason why everything is painted, and that's because if you can imagine painting a screen like this by hand, if you get any paint anywhere in this fabric, you'll see it, and it's hard to get out of it, and it's hard to fix. So I paint everything in advance, and then all I have to do is touch-ups so that the risk of getting paint on the fabric is much, much lower. So look, now I'm going to cut my screen fabric here. Boom. Okay. Using my old trusty utility knife. There's that. So there. That's what you got to do. So that's basically it, right? And so the next thing I'll do is I'll get some of this, just white spackling stuff, okay, and I'll put that in the little nail holes. That won't take long. Okay, and I've got a little rag to wipe it as I go. Oh, I got a saw mark. Let me fill that in. there. Boom. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll go ahead and touch these frames up and they'll be ready to install. So I have already fitted them to the opening. So it's a matter of putting my hardware on and then just going hanging them on the house. So there you go. Wipe that clean. There you go, my rag. Well, alrighty then. So that's basically it. You know, you want to see what it looks like. So you know, there's my joint I made with my handsaw. You know, those little staples and stuff like that I put in there. No big deal. You know, I guess I could have put some spackle in that. I got to touch that up. But yeah, that's how you do it. It's really nice. It's, you know, it's really tight like a drum head. So that's not bad. You know, I think you have to have a, you know, big old table like this and stuff like that. That's helpful. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go put it away. Okay. I'm here with the rest of them. Ta-da. Excellent. So I'm going to turn my camera back around. Oh. So yeah, I guess I just dropped something on the floor. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Screen frames, like I was saying, they're a low risk exercise in carpentry and painting and just some really nice skills to have. So I would encourage, you know, you to go out there and, you know, put some together or fix your own screens, because, you know, it's really nice outside in a lot of places, and it'd be nice to get some fresh air in your homes and to get, you know, all that stuffiness out and just refresh everything. That's what's great about opening your windows, right? So open your windows, get some fresh air, have the screens, you know, up and running. It's really, really nice to do that. So, all right, hope you guys are well, and thanks for watching. I look forward to talking to you soon. Over and out. Love you. Bye-bye.